Hello guys, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, The Equity Trader. So today is 15th of Feb, Tuesday, and the day seems to be fairly on the flat to positive side because if you see the global cues, I think it's looking at the charts, it feels more like a retracement on a bigger time frame because it's closer to its support level, so there is a possibility it may have remounted here and then go down further. So let's see what happens. I'll take up a trade in a while. So guys, I've taken up my first trade. This one is on BSOFT. As you can see, again the idea is to capture the retracement that is happening today. So I bought this around 436.75, which is on the breakout of this particular zone, and the stop loss is right below the moving averages as well as the previous low. So I'm just going to hold on to it for a while. Right now, as you can see, it's already running in losses. I'll update you whatever happens. So guys, I have exited my trade in BSOFT. I did it manually before it even hit my stop loss because of the failed breakout. So saved around 50 to pay for the brokerages here, but yeah, that's about it. And Nifty is also falling, seems to have reversed the trend completely. I'll update you if I take up another trade. So guys, I've taken up my second and most likely the final trade for today. This is on BALKRISIND Industries. Again, the trade is very simple. If you look at yesterday's chart, it formed this rounding top kind of a pattern. Today it tried to make a support here. I was looking at a long side trade earlier, but that did not happen. So, and it further gave a breakdown here. It retested this particular level and has now again given a rejection. So my idea is to capture till the day's low. I think it has the potential to go till there, with my stop loss is placed right above this rejection zone. So let's see. Right now it's extremely close to cost. Let's see what happens. I'll update you. So guys, this is looking like it will turn into an example of how retail traders get trapped. Like me, a lot of new other traders would have shorted in this particular candle, but look at how it's going up slightly, and most likely it is possible that it may take people's stop losses here and then come down further.
Hello guys, so this is going to be my last update. I'm going to compile this video with the stocks for tomorrow at the end of the day. So BALKRISIND Industry, as you have seen, has taken exact reversal from that particular point. So like I was saying in the last clip, that it's a proper retail trap. I'm still pretty confident it may take a rejection. It's already forming doji, so already confusion is happening here. So it may come down further and even go on to hit the target in the second part of the day.
Hello guys, so welcome back to the end of the update. As you can see, I have taken no more trades after BALKRISIND and BSOFT. I'm just going to quickly refresh it for you. The total loss for the day stands at minus 343. So the losing run continues. That's the reality of trading for a newbie trader. Don't be fooled by all the screenshots and all the videos that you see of the pro traders or the seasoned traders. So yeah, now coming to the trades that I have taken today. As you can see, the market Nifty ended really strongly today. Nifty ended in 3%. My view in the morning was that it may go on the higher side. However, from the beginning, the initial few candles had a different story. At this point of time, I thought it'll go for a gap fill, but it took support at exactly this consolidation area from the yesterday's open, and it eventually ended up going and hitting the higher bounds. So again, like I said, this was kind of a FOMO entry because at that point of time it was far away from the moving averages. A better entry here probably could have been to wait for consolidation and probably enter in this particular breakout. Again, easier in the hindsight. BALKRISIND, on the other hand, I had literally no issues with. I think that entry was perfect as per any of the rule that I have tried so far. It gave a breakdown in the morning, couldn't sustain. It took rejection from here, rejection, pull back, another rejection. So I think this was an ideal entry point. I wouldn't do this any other way, even in hindsight. But as you can see, the Nifty also reversed here. It kind of formed a range here, and then it broke out of this particular range and went on and fly upwards. So now talking about the next section, which is the stocks that I suggested yesterday. India Siemens, I did not take a trade on these stocks as in the morning session it was very extremely choppy. So again, did not give any entry in the morning session itself. However, it did give a proper clear breakout around these levels and then ended up going to test the higher levels. As you can see, it's a proper breakout pattern, proper consolidations, and then finally it went on to rally for the rest of the day along with Nifty. JK Cement also, if you look at it, JK Cement also formed a beautiful pattern here, kind of a trend line breakout. Even if you look at this particular trend line, it gave a breakout here and then went on to go higher again. Not a very smooth price action for a trader would desire. I may still not have entered it based on the volume, low volume, and the size of these candles. Not appealing, but yeah, I did end up giving good targets. Probably if someone would have entered after this candle also, they would have gotten a good risk to reward ratio. Now coming to the last section for today, which is the stocks for tomorrow. So again, all the setups seem to be very similar to each other because in terms of the last 2 days, uh, it's primarily the same thing. All the stocks have shown a V-shaped recovery. So I've tried and picked a few different ones. So if you can see, Petronet is at its support level. This was a resistance, first time, second time. Breakout happened here, then kind of formed a support in this particular region. Then yesterday it closed here but opened higher up, and now finally it's testing this region again. I would be interested in either direction for right now. So as you can see, you can enter after this stock consolidates here for a while in this particular triangle pattern. At least should test these base and the higher of the bound of the trend line at least a couple of times. Only then take up a trade. Don't take up a trade in a hurry. Then escorts. Escorts is a beautiful pattern. Escorts, if you see, it's a falling wedge kind of a pattern or a flag and pole kind of a pattern, whatever you prefer it to call it. So as you can see, it has tested this particular zone at least 1, 2, 3 times and then gave a breakout, formed a resistance a couple of times, then another breakout, and now it's finally falling down and it's very close to the support level. So this is for me a high probability trade. I will try and trade this stock tomorrow myself as well, if I trade again, because I am skipping a couple of more Wednesdays, so I may not be trading tomorrow. But if you do want to trade, if I do find a good setup, I will be watching the market. So if I find it as a very high probability trade, like 90% or above, I'm going to enter. So wait for the range to form, and then any breakout over this line could be an opportunity to enter with your, you can set your risk reward, you can set your targets here or even here, based on the risk reward ratio you are getting at that particular moment. If you get a smooth breakout here itself, then this could be 1864 could be your first target. Let's go for 1881 if you get an entry at a higher level. The next one is Concor. Concor and DLF are very similar to each other. So Concor, as you can see, has been falling. Open gap down, fell, now is staging a V-shaped recovery. So there's two ways you can enter here. Once it gets close to this area and consolidates, give a breakout, you can enter on that particular breakout. Consolidation here is the key because this is a resistance zone. It may form spike up, so only enter if the stock gives a good consolidation along this region. On the flip side, if because tomorrow the market may be a little choppy because it's close to expiry, and based on today's, if it gives you a proper double top kind of a pattern, then you can go on the short selling side as well. So DLF is also going to be very similar, so I'm not going to get into the details. It looks very similar, and in fact if you do a little bit of market research yourself, you'll find many of these setups are going to be very similar. So guys, that will be all for today. I'll update you if I trade tomorrow. Either way, I'm going to post a video with what happened to the recommendations from today and how the right entry could have been taken on these particular stocks. And if you are liking the content so far, do hit the like button. It will greatly help me with the YouTube algorithms. If you have any feedback, guys, please feel free to comment anything you want me to add. I am reading to each and every comment, and I will try and incorporate in my next videos. Any feedback, just feel free to drop, and do subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon for instant notifications. I'll see you tomorrow.